try to find my purpose on wherever I'm at. You dig what I'm saying? So by me listening to your story, I'm like, this nigga in the woods, on acres, with some black lady teaching, telling him, I hope he in there like, God, you got this lady in front of me for a reason. Right. It's my duty to embrace all this right now.
But that's why I know you special, because it say like when you plant your feet, you become aware. Like,
right.
A lot of us aren't aware in any moment, let alone to stop. Immediately, I do that every time I show up.
Right.
Before I touch a microphone, before I speak to
people. I got to see what's going on.
But you also got to be thankful for the moment. Because when you could be thankful walking into the moment, you're going to receive, you're open to receive everything there. And that's why I be trying people, like, tell people, it's like, y'all be going in this shit with premeditated notions of what you think's supposed to happen. No, be open to receive. See, the gift is the ability to receive and then regurgitate.
See, that's exactly what we do. That defines exactly.
But that's why I'm giving y'all
yeah,
props. That's why
exactly.
I'm even, and y'all are older than him. But that's why, like, for him to even be 28 to see that, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all together is beautiful because one is showing black men that we could do things together. And that's the most important thing y'all could teach a motherfucker, like real talk. But to walk in your purpose, that's anointment. That's like all this pulpit shit that going on. People just want to get in for the likes or the conversation. Some real shit can happen with this for y'all because of the genuine and authentic nature that you're presenting. That's all I want to tell y'all. And I respect it.
We appreciate it.
Nigga, we respect this
for
shit.
real.
Nigga,
like this is just amazing.
I got to go here.
And then we came up with the Carlos Bernard. We was talking about our middle names.
That's the next one.
And Carlos' middle name is Bernard. He said that sound like a cheap liquor, but the reality is, nigga, that shit do sound like some shit a motherfucker get right on. Some Carlos
Bernard.
No,
listen, don't dumb it. Listen, it is what it is. I wish I would listen to Damon Dash when he told me to take them button-ups from $300, $400 down to $69.99. This before Walters got a hold of them. This before everybody was selling button-up.
Right.
Walters was selling button-up. This how popular we had this shit. My thing is, dog, I should have listened because it's about the motherfucking revenue. It's not about your personal preference. If you know you got a brand and this is who you speaking to, and they gonna go.
I know my people. I know my people. They not buying that. Nigga, that's too high.
$19.99 is perfect.
Them niggas, I know them niggas.
My next offering gonna be $20. Watch what I tell you. This is $60 a bottle, but my next offering gonna be $20. And I'm the fly. I think I'm one of the fly motherfuckers, especially to be my age still in the game. But I promise you, I hear y'all. Y'all don't dumb down. Y'all should give it to them how they want it.
We know how they want it.
You know what I'm saying?
We spoke to them.
Yeah,
we know exactly how they want it. We ain't gonna talk all the dynamics right now, but we'll get it. We gonna rap.
However I can help.
I ain't gonna lie.
Shit, you know how. You know how. You know exactly how.
You got to stop them seminars though. Real talk.
No, what I need to do is bring you Negroes so you can see that bag.
Don't let this
I'm not opposed to that. I already offered myself up. I offered myself up to come. Nigga.
Let me find out what the location is. I'm gonna be outside protesting.
You guys,
stop this madness! Stop this! Kenny Burns must be stopped.
Put the propaganda poster on. You see this face? You can't trust.
Nah, keep handling your business though, man. Cause this mogul status. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
don't let this be the last time you come through here.
Please.
No, I love it, man.
For you to say that you like now, you like finally seeing like your purpose. You done helped everybody out in the game. You done damn near stamped. You done architected this shit. You feel me? But for you to be like, all right, now I'm satisfied. You know what I'm saying? I can still, you know what I'm saying, implement everything that I learned into the actual product and brand that you want. You feel what I'm saying?
And this is another gangster thing. I ain't put $1 up for my shares. Not $1.
See, we should have stopped you before you said that.
My likeness and who I am in culture got me my equity.
So that's
that brand.
That's full circle. So
and I want y'all to know that like y'all matter like that. And when you go talk to these folks, you gotta put the weight of everything you've done and who you are on the table. I'm even guilty of like shorting myself. You know what I'm saying? I am guilty of it too.
Stop doing that.
I'm not going to do it anymore. But,
that's what we're here for. We're here to uplift brothers, man.
100%.
Stop doing that.
And I promise I'm not. But at the same time, you have to know what it feels like to know your worth. You cannot come in nowhere thinking it's automatic because I did something.
Right.
What they say, your best thing you did was the thing you just did. It ain't
what have you done for me lately?
So I think we just, for us as people,
we got to know our value.
We got to know our value, and we got to get what we came for. We often go in and take what they give us. You know what I'm saying? I was telling him outside.
Shit.
I got offers out the woodwork for TKBS and like linear radio. I mean terrestrial radio. Like I'm wondering, like, do I even want to do that anymore? Like, I don't really need nobody. Everybody you've seen come on the Kenny Burns show, from the politicians to Kevin Hart, whoever, they all been my partner. I've had actually my 50th episode next week.
Like you got resources.
You know what I'm saying?
Why should I
everybody
go around?
does. Like this shit ain't 6 degrees no more.
Right.
Like it was for us growing up.
It's time to use your resources.
Yeah,
it's time.
It's easy to tap in.
It's easy now.
Bro, you remember we was just talking about this
Nigga,
shit?
didn't I just,
We just did that
Didn't I just
episode.
say, didn't I,
Exactly.
what? Who?
Hey, shit, you did.
Shit.
I heard
We know too
you
many,
did.
we know
DC.
too many motherfuckers to be asking
when
niggas
you
for no
said
more.
this shit.
We don't
What was I just saying outside?
Yeah, that's exactly what
We
he
know
said.
too many
You know what I
motherfuckers to be
mean?
asking
Being
niggas
able
for
to-
an opportunity. When we can put money up and create a fund, that's how a fund start. You dig what I'm saying? And then we go on from there, man. Cause at the end of the day, I'm tired of asking these fuck niggas what they got for me when they really need me and to help the company.
Come on.
You know what I mean? Straight up. Straight up. And then
There's a
try
bunch
to
of niggas that
downplay
don't
it.
look. There's a bunch of niggas that don't know culture running culture, and you got to stop that.
Right.
After
That's-
this,
They got
corona-
control of our culture.
No, for sure.
Let it go.
That's
Let it
a
go.
fact. That's a fact. But guess what? After this, everything
go,
gonna be
bitch,
different.
let it go.
After this, everything gonna be different. The way
I
people
hope
consume.
so, but you
No,
know,
it is.
but you know what we gotta do? We gotta continue to say, hey y'all, continue to have that corona mindset. Just because we back open the free, they start giving out stimulus check, don't be traps, remember?
It ain't gonna never be like that. We ain't got to
Corona
worry about
mindset.
that.
If black people
keep
would just
going.
support their own,
The world-
we'll run the world.
The world ain't gonna be.
Consistently.
We were just saying that too, like how many times the black dollar don't bounce around our community. But the thing is, like a lot of people now,
They just go to
they
crack,
don't have
that's
the
it.
ability to be able to see the profit in the shit that they've normally looked at
Preach.
for their whole life. But now that shit has changed and the world look different. Now the same places that you've been, even if it's to a restaurant, when you can be going to the restaurant for your whole life. Now you go in there, they got X's on the table. Nothing is the same, even just the smallest visual aspect.
Right.
So everything changes. So now that everything has changed, I hope that black people realize that we've had this gold mine that we've been walking on for generations, and for some reason niggas just ain't fucked around and did the right thing. But now we can.
But you know what? I just told my little people in the neighborhood the other day. I said, bro, you gotta understand, cause I had this mindset. When you in the hood, they done demoralize our mindset that we don't think outside of a little ass 2-3 streets that we grew up on.
Because they gave us.
You see what I'm saying? Like that's all I know. Adamville, Martin Luther King.
Crime
you
and
couldn't tell
sports.
me.
That's what they left us
But
with.
that's what I'm saying. We got drug dealing, sports, and rappers. If we feel like we don't do those three, we done failed in life.
Right.
When my nigga, no, that ain't the case. It's so much other shit and there's so many jobs out there, and whatever that you good at and God gave you a talent at, you should use it. You see what I'm saying? Because like you say, every door gonna open up another door. You gotta trust
Period.
God to guide your footsteps and be like, all right, you have to get your bitch ass up off your ass
Come on.
and walk and use your feet because
Fact.
listen, it's not gonna come to you. You feel me? You got to go out there and be ready for the world, the lessons, the failures, the wins, the losses, all the pain, because that comes with the trials and tribulations just to reach a certain point to know that God is real. And second of all, you can do whatever you want to do if you put your
Yo, son,
mind to
niggas
it.
want to be successful right now, B.
Word up. And that's the
But
fucked up part.
okay,
That's the
okay.
fucked up
But
part.
look though,
that's why
money
shit bad.
don't
Fucked up
mean
part.
you are successful. Come on.
It doesn't.
Not even
Come
that.
on.
It does not. I never
but-
said
So
that.
just because
Come on,
you think
with
it's
the
a
guitar. Give me the
dollar,
guitar, man. Give me the mother.
You got
just
the
because
floor.
you think it's a dollar,
got it.
that don't mean that
Dang.
you are successful, my nigga. You dig what I'm saying? So every day that you are growing your mind state or whatever, first of all, I'm gonna give you another word: attainment.
Play me some pimping.
Attainment to atonement. That's what you get
Attainment.
to.
Some
God
people
damn.
just really be looking for success. They need to be worrying about attainment.
Hello?
Continuing to be consistency to have those attainment because now you're being successful because you're walking in your purpose.
Can I tell you the only
see
thing
what
you're
I'm
missing
saying?
in your game?
Talk to me.
The only thing you're missing in your game
What?
is going in them boardrooms talking just like that. That's the only thing you're missing.
And eat the crab legs when you get in there.
Yeah.
No.
My last two meetings.
See, this what I,
My
no,
last
Los,
two meetings.
I
My
got-
last two meetings was like that
Okay,
because
but
I got
can't
tired
let- I
of
can't let
asking.
this go. I can't let this go.
Please tell it to me.
Because the problem with us is that business is business. We can be who we are. We can be free. We can smoke. We can do whatever we want to do. But business Until we writing the check, until we got the money, we have to handle business. And that's all you ain't got to be in no suit. You got to be able to go talk and connect with the person you trying to get something out of. Mm-hmm. That's life. Mm-hmm.
Certain words will get them.
And you don't need nobody speaking for y'all. None of y'all. Y'all all are brilliant. Like the way that y'all, first of all, timing is probably one of the most underrated skill sets in the history of the world. Mm-hmm. You are comedians. Your time is impeccable. You set the whole motherfucking show until you got to fucking For Women Only and you murdered it. Because you had, listen what I'm telling y'all. I'm talking about all three of y'all are brilliant, and timing is something you can't teach. Right. You can't teach a motherfucker when to say the right shit. How you think that's gonna transform a room full of money?
They need a nigga who need to say the right shit.
They need a person they can count on that's trusted by the culture because they don't know culture. Let's stop the dumbing ourselves down. This ain't rocket science. And the thing about it is, y'all proving it. So y'all social generation that really benefiting from it, y'all proving it. But now you gotta take it off of Instagram and put it on goddamn your shit. You gotta take it off. And this is what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. They can't fuck with y'all, man. But see, y'all out here that supporting for the last in the moment, y'all gotta stay down. LaFace Records don't exist because y'all ain't stay down. Motown Records ain't exist because niggas want cancel culture.
Shit. Talk your shit.
But we don't own shit.
They don't let
Name one legacy brand we own. Big shout to Richie Lou Dennis for buying Essence back. Well, who the fuck? What we got from them days? We ain't got none of that shit. Carcanado don't own shit. Nobody own nothing. Fun fact that, but I'm damn sure. But my point to y'all is, y'all can own y'all shit. The money is in ownership.
Right.
The money ain't in sharing money with these motherfuckers that don't know you. The only advantage they got the capital to back you.
Right.
But y'all don't need it. I'm looking at 1,600 cameras in here, y'all. They got the cameras, they got the guitars and shit. The shit is real, man.
We got about 4. We got 15. We got about 4. Goddamn, Kenny, they gonna be over here trying to figure out where we at.
Get a nigga out of it, bro.
Damn, Kenny, we ain't got nothing like 4.
You hear me? You got enough to do the job.
That's excitement of just saying the shit. Yeah,
We own them, bro. We own them.
Yeah, they got it.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? One go their way.
Oh, is that a red? Is that a red camera?
No, that's 4K.
No, that's Sony.
4K. Yeah, it's a Sony.
That's Sony.
Yeah, it's the one they recorded the Rodney King beat with, but we know how to rig the shit up
That's
real
Sony.
good over
That's
here.
Sony.
I feel exactly what you're saying.
But y'all are
just
powerful.
like we was talking on the last joint.
Right.
Like you said, we got everything we need to have everything we want.
Right.
Y'all got the power, man. And power is purpose. Power is not like you. Please, man. Again, back to your. You got to know it's something spiritual out here guiding us, y'all.
Right.
You might not have to believe in God and church. I'm sorry, church. But you gotta believe in God.
They better believe.
Right.
You better believe. I always tell a nigga, you better believe. Let me tell you something, man. God is real, man. You dig what I'm saying? I don't 100%. Care what y'all got. Let me tell you something. God is real, and he'll come in any type of form. So that's why when I say, when you say you stepping into the room and you got to brace yourself. Cause first of all, you don't know who's the angel.
Hello?
You see what I'm saying? You don't know who is the angel. So you got to be paying attention to everything that's moving. And when you'll know it by off the conversation.
Hello?
All right.
And the energy is right. And like you said, it could be the janitor, man. They want to know what you doing talking to the janitor. Man, boy, that energy right there, man, I had to have that conversation. You see what I'm saying? Because I know an angel. Man, I got out of my car. I was driving, right? Nigga is in the middle of the lane. He painting. He on the cardboard. He homeless though. He paints. And I like art.
That was dope.
Nigga, I pull up at 2:30 in the morning. Nigga, boom, boom, get out. Hey, what's happening, OG? Man, I like the art. Spraying to me. He's talking fast. He on it, but you know what I'm saying. But he gave me game though. You see what I'm saying? Game that stuck with me. That this somebody who homeless. You feel what I'm saying? 2:30 in the morning, and I'm just sitting out there kicking shit, cause he ain't thinking nobody finna come out here and kick shit. So now he know this game and knowledge that he got. He can spread it on to somebody. It don't matter what your predicament is. Yeah. He got knowledge for a nigga, and I paid him for whatever it was. But I'm just sitting there like, you know what, OG? Damn, we gotta do better. Just on you, it's somewhere you went wrong at, but I'm not gonna knock you for that. But guess what? I look at you as an example. Cause you know what? We got to keep succeeding. We got to keep striving. And that game that you gave me, I'm gonna give it to somebody else. That's too. Right. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, we got to understand all angels, bro. All don't knock nobody.
Oh,
You dig what
definitely.
I'm saying?
That's
Never
why
know.
we appreciate, like, that's why I gotta say, man, just, big kudos and appreciation to you, man, for giving that game that you gave out in that documentary, man, because I'm telling you, a big reason of why I'm sitting right here is because I stumbled upon that, and what you put down in that helped me understand that I always had it. It's like my favorite movie is The Last Dragon, and it's so
Sure
much.
enough.
It's so much game in that movie that people miss, and I salute Barry Gordy for putting it out, because the glow, it's already in you. Whatever your glow is, you got it. You just got to realize what it is, and you got to come to understand what your glow is and how to put it out. And once you put it out, can't nobody fuck with you. And that was a pivotal point in me realizing my glow, something that I done always had. I done always been the fly ass nigga. I done always been able to do all this shit that we in the community that I come from think is cool, but I ain't never put my mind to really challenging my skill set and what I'm able to do.
Challenge
and when
you.
I saw that challenging myself, I'm always was trying to impress the status quo and make sure that the status quo fit whatever it is I was doing. But after I saw your journey and knowing you came from the same streets I came from, and it was like, I had never heard of you before then. That's another thing that motivated me. It was like, I'm 20 years old at that point, and I'm like, I ain't never even heard of this nigga. Like, who is this dude? And from that moment, I realized that, oh man, I got a responsibility to utilize what I got, because I've always been special, but I ain't never challenged myself. From that moment on was a big
loser.
Right, and from that moment on, and even without me, that's real though, even without me challenging myself, I'd always been extraordinary, even without challenging myself. So if I did, then what would I be able to accomplish? And here we sit, man. So I salute you, man. Thank you,
appreciate
brother.
that. Thank you, man.
You know what I mean?
Love.
And I want to say this to
That's
all the youngest too, man. Like, you know, it's okay to not be on the front line. A lot of people can't handle the front line. I was never on the front line early. You know what I'm saying? I was always doing my thing, but my light wouldn't let me be behind everybody, but for so long.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to be okay with that. You got to be able to embrace that and know that your purpose is going to deliver you to where you need to be. And I just want y'all to realize that, man, because this light, everybody can't handle it. You know what I'm saying? It brings the worst out of people. It puts you in compromising positions.
Right.
And everybody ain't mentally strong enough to handle it. And when I tell you, I seen people commit suicide, got arrested dead. I've seen people become drug addicts, lose their whole sense of like, they don't know they stink, fucked up teeth. I mean, I seen the business, and this is the majority of the people. This is not, it's like a handful of motherfuckers really made it. You know what I'm saying? But I want y'all to be conscious of what you're getting into, study, learn about the shit you want to get into, and don't come into this shit blind, man, because just like DC said, man, or both of y'all said, you play basketball, sport, that ain't the only shit you could do, man. The best idea wins. In anything I've ever seen, any business, genre of business, anything, the best idea wins. So,
Niggas good
try
at
some different
everything,
shit,
man. Exactly. Black people are fucking talented at a lot of shit, and you don't even know you're good at some shit until you do it.
yeah, trial and error is the best way to learn. School
Fuckers
teaches
be
something.
afraid to
Trial and
fail.
error is the
Fucking
real
losers.
school.
You had to play some Pippin on this guitar.
When you
just
really
go.
live in life, you get to have
You know,
some
Prince is
tough
my
skin.
father in my mind.
There you go. You got to pick.
I never meant to cause you any pain.
Oh, you been on this liquor.
I ain't even gonna lie. I was finna brace myself
bro.
for this bullshit.
Yeah, right.
I was like,
I'm
he
glad
like,
that
this
nigga
got
ain't
to
put
be
that in
some
the
bullshit.
documentary. I'd have been like, oh, this nigga fake.
I ain't gonna knock him though. I would be like, I ain't
This
getting.
nigga's trying to, this nigga finessing.
That's how you get them
Try
single
out.
ladies in there. I know you been going through some pain.
Boom, one note. One note.
When you get married, it ain't the same.
So y'all really gonna play the doc after this, man?
Man,
I would
man.
be honored.
Yes,
Love.
man.
All you
I
gotta
want
do
people
is
to
send
see
it.
it.
How
man.
long is it?
35 minutes.
35
cool.
is short. It ain't even long, bro.
That cool. Depending on how they edit. Y'all edit right.
Hey, drop
You know,
some
this shit
info
right
where
after.
these people can catch up on you. I know a lot. You probably made some new fans on here today.
At Kenny Burns on everything. The Kenny Burns Show on YouTube. I just started my YouTube page. Congrats on y'all success. Hey,